Dallas Cowboys fans do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications ***. Hey Cowboys Nation, today we're diving deep into a story that has left many fans, analysts, and even league officials talking. It's a story that touches on not just a single game, but the very essence of how we see officiating, fairness, and the integrity of the sport we love, the NFL, and more specifically, our beloved Dallas Cowboys. We're talking about a recent game that could have changed everything, a controversial call that sparked debate around the league, and the implications for both the Cowboys and the league's efforts to improve officiating accuracy. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a detailed, comprehensive journey into one of the most talked about moments in recent Cowboys history. Let's start by setting the scene for you. It's a pivotal matchup, one that Cowboys fans had circled on their calendars for weeks. The clash with the Philadelphia Eagles. We all know how intense this rivalry is. The Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts, are having a fantastic season, while the Cowboys, with Dak Prescott leading the charge, have been fighting to solidify their playoff positioning. The stakes are high, the tension palpable, and every play is scrutinized with laser focus. And then in the second quarter, a play occurs that would become a defining moment, not because of what happened, but because of what could have happened and what should have happened according to the replay and the league's own standards. Now, let's walk through what actually unfolded during that game. Cowboys wide receiver Ryan Floweroy was on the field trying to make a difference. Trying to block the punt from Eagles punter Braden Maness is a critical moment because special teams plays often decide the course of a game. Floweroy, in his effort to block the kick, made contact with Mann's plant leg, a move that under normal circumstances might be seen as incidental contact. But the officials threw a flag immediately, signaling roughing the punter. That penalty cost Dallas 15 IDs, giving the Eagles an automatic first down. And what did they do with that opportunity? They capitalized, scoring a touchdown shortly after, pushing their lead to 14-0. This was a game-changing sequence, and many fans and analysts would later argue that this call was at best questionable and at worst outright wrong. But here's where things get really interesting and where the story takes a turn that has league officials, fans, and experts alike questioning the integrity of officiating. Replay footage of the play clearly showed that Ryan Floweroy touched the ball before he made contact with Braden Mann. In other words, he tipped the ball, which should have nullified the roughing call. According to the rules and the league's own protocols, this play was a textbook example where the call should have been overturned. Yet, the referees on the field, and crucially, the review officials did not reverse the call. And this is what has caused such a stir. So, what is the league's official stance on this? After the game, the NFL finally issued a statement. They acknowledged that the call was a mistake, a significant mistake, especially considering the game's outcome. Mark Butterworth, the NFL's vice president of instant replay, explained that the league has a detailed process for reviewing such plays. He confirmed that replay officials do have the authority to overturn a call like roughing the punter if there is clear and obvious evidence that the ball was touched before contact with the punter. In this case, the replay should have shown that Ryan Floweroy touched the ball first, which would have resulted in the play being overturned and the penalty being nullified. But here's the twist. The league's officials admitted that they did not see the clear evidence in real time. The enhanced footage, which is often only available to broadcasters and league review teams, was not accessible to the officials at the moment. The league explained that the enhanced shot was only shown later, after the game when the footage was reviewed in the league's replay center. Unfortunately, by that point, the game had already moved on and the critical moment was lost. This is a key point because it highlights the limitations of live officiating and the importance of technological advancements in ensuring fairness. Let's pause here for a moment and reflect on what this means. The NFL has invested heavily in technology, expanding its replay system over the years. Since 1999, when coaches first gained the ability to challenge calls, the league has made significant strides. They've introduced automatic reviews of touchdowns in 2011, turnovers in 2012, and in 2021, they even implemented the expedited review, which allows replay officials to quickly inform referees of clear mistakes. These measures were designed precisely to prevent situations like this, where a game-changing call could be wrong due to human error or limited visibility. Yet, despite these efforts, errors still happen. They happen because of the sheer speed of the game, the obstructed views, and sometimes the limitations of technology. This particular play, which could have been overturned with the right evidence, was missed due to the replay system's inability to access the enhanced footage in time. It's a stark reminder that even with the best intentions and the most advanced systems, officiating remains a human endeavor in a sport that moves at lightning speed. Now, from a strategic and tactical perspective, this controversy had immediate implications on the game. The Cowboys, who were already trailing at that point, lost a critical opportunity to get the ball back early in the game. Instead, they faced a longer drive for the Eagles, who capitalized with a touchdown, widening their lead to 14-0. Had the call been correct and the penalty nullified, the Cowboys might have had a different momentum. They could have responded better, and perhaps the game's outcome might have been altered. This brings us to the broader question: how significant are these missed calls in the grand scheme of a season? Looking at the Cowboys' current season, it's been a roller coaster ride so far. Coming into this game, Dallas had shown flashes of brilliance. Their defense, led by stars like Micah Parsons, had been dominant at times, and Dak Prescott had demonstrated resilience and leadership, especially in clutch moments, but inconsistency has plagued them, particularly on offense and special teams. The special teams unit in particular has had moments of brilliance, but also costly mistakes like the one we're discussing today. The Cowboys' record at this point in the season is a reflection of that inconsistency. A few wins here, a few losses there, with their playoff hopes hanging in the balance. Statistically speaking, Ryan Floweroy's effort to block the punt was a promising sign of his hustle and determination. However, the controversy surrounding the call overshadows individual efforts. You have to ask yourself, how many times have we seen such plays go unnoticed or wrongly officiated? And what does this mean for the credibility of the league? The NFL's reputation relies heavily on the trust of its fans, and mistakes like this can shake that trust, especially when they influence the outcome of crucial games. Now, let's talk about the historical context. The NFL has long grappled with the challenge of officiating accuracy. From the early days of simple penalty flags to the modern-era video review, the league has continuously sought ways to improve. The introduction of replay in 1999 was a gimmicker, allowing coaches to challenge calls and review plays. Over the years, the system has expanded to include automatic reviews of touchdowns, turnovers, and rapid, expedited reviews. These changes reflect a league committed to fairness, but they also reveal how difficult it is to perfect this system. Mistakes are inevitable, especially in high-stakes moments. In terms of statistics, the league has analyzed thousands of plays with a focus on reducing errors. Yet, the reality remains that some plays, especially those involving quick judgments and obstructed views, are still prone to controversy. This particular play, with its clear evidence that the ball was touched first, should have been a straightforward overturn. The fact that it wasn't underscores the inherent limitations of even the most sophisticated review systems. From a team perspective, this incident had both immediate and long-term effects. The short-term impact was evident. The Eagles scored a crucial touchdown and the momentum shifted. The Cowboys, despite their resilience and eventual comeback, spent much of the game fighting an uphill battle, partly due to this officiating error. In the broader scope of their season, such mistakes can be demoralizing, especially when they are perceived as unjust or It raises questions about how well the league's review protocols are working, and whether more can be done to prevent these errors from influencing game outcomes. Looking ahead, this incident ignites a debate about the future of officiating in the NFL. Will the league enhance its replay systems further? Are there technological innovations like AI-assisted review or more advanced camera angles that could minimize human error? Many experts believe that the NFL needs to double down on technological integration to ensure that mistakes like this become a thing of the past. After all, football is a game of inches and split-second decisions. Therefore, accuracy is paramount for the Cowboys. The immediate future involves focusing on what they can control: their performance on the field, their preparation, and their mindset. But emotionally, this kind of controversy can linger, sparking debates among fans and analysts about the fairness of the game. Some argue that the league should have a more transparent and immediate correction process, especially for plays with such clear evidence. Others believe that the human element of officiating, while imperfect, is an intrinsic part of the sport, and that technology should only serve as an aid, not a replacement. Let's not forget the broader implications for the league. Such incidents test the credibility of the NFL's commitment to fairness. They influence fan trust, betting markets, and the overall perception of the sport's integrity. The league's response to this controversy will be crucial. Will they review their protocols, invest in better technology, and perhaps even overhaul how replay reviews are handled? Or will they accept these errors as part of the game? Only time will tell, but for now, the Cowboys and their fans have every reason to feel both frustrated and hopeful that steps will be taken to improve. Now, shifting gears, it's worth comparing this incident with other high-profile officiating controversies in NFL history. Remember the infamous Hail Mary in 2012 or the numerous missed calls in playoff games. These moments tend to define the league's ongoing battle with officiating accuracy. The NFL has always been in a balancing act, trying to preserve the human element while leveraging technology to ensure fairness. This recent play adds fuel to that ongoing debate, highlighting how even with the best systems in place, errors can still influence the outcome of crucial games. So, what can we expect moving forward? The Cowboys, like all teams, will have to adapt to this reality. They'll need to focus on their game plan, improve execution, and perhaps even advocate for more technological support from the league. Fans will be watching closely, not just to see how their team performs, but also to see if the league takes concrete steps to prevent similar incidents. The hope is that, with continuous innovation, future plays will be judged more accurately and the integrity of the game preserved. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize how this story exemplifies the broader challenges of officiating in a sport as fast-paced and complex as football. It's a reminder that even the most advanced systems are not foolproof and that human judgment, for all its flaws, remains a vital part of the game. But it's also a call to action for the league to keep pushing for better, more reliable technology that can help officials make the right call every time. And of course, it's a rallying cry for us, the fans, to stay engaged, stay passionate, and continue supporting our Cowboys through thick and thin. Because no matter what the refs or the league do, our team's spirit and determination are what truly define us. The upcoming games will be crucial. The Cowboys have shown resilience before, overcoming deficits and tough challenges. This incident, while frustrating, could serve as a catalyst for growth, a reminder that every play, every decision counts. Pause here just for a second if you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you. It's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead. What are the next steps? Will the league implement more stringent review protocols? Could we see age-driven systems that analyze plays in real time, providing instant, indisputable evidence? It's a fascinating question, and one that many in the NFL community are already discussing. For the Cowboys, this incident might serve as motivation to push the league for these technological upgrades, ensuring that future plays are judged more accurately and fairly. And think about the impact on players like Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and even Ryan Flowery himself. How do they process moments like these? Do they feel frustration, disappointment, or renewed motivation? For Flournoy, this could be a defining moment, a lesson in perseverance and resilience. For Prescott and Parsons, it's a reminder that football is a game of inches and split-second decisions where every detail matters. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought. The game of football is constantly evolving. From the earliest days of gridiron battles to the high-tech data-driven sport we see today, the quest for fairness and accuracy never ends. Incidents like this, though frustrating, push the league to innovate, to improve, and ultimately to serve the best interests of the game and its fans. The Cowboys, as always, will be at the center of this evolution, fighting, adapting, and striving for greatness. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive into one of the most controversial plays of the season. Keep supporting your team, stay passionate, and remember, every game is a new opportunity. The Cowboys have shown they can overcome adversity before, and with the right mindset, they'll be back stronger. Until then, stay tuned, stay engaged, and as always, go Cowboys.